minting for 1 day term, remember XEN is time or money, is not profitable based on the current price of XEN and the current everything, okay? So don't even think about doing a 1 day mint. A 7 day mint, okay? Still losing money. 30 day mint, still losing money. 60 day mint, making a little money.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to do a quick dive into XEN NFTs and are they profitable? Does it make sense? As I mentioned in my other video, I'm not a proponent of coin tools. Just introducing third-party risk into any project is always a risk that I'm not willing to take, especially considering the time periods that you have to wait for this to be possibly profitable. So let's first cover a couple things. Number one, if you try to trade XEN or buy XEN, you will most likely lose in the short term because number one, you don't know the bottom. Number two, this is hyperinflationary. Again, let me restate that, hyperinflationary. I know that Jack had mentioned there's going to be a new RFI token that's going to be tied into this, but we're not really going to talk about that. That's going to be an effort to burn more XEN. But at the end of the day, we established that the majority of XEN holders don't want to burn XEN in order to make more XEN. And those are the Apex, the Limited, and the Collector. With the Limited, you burn your XEN and you get XEN back, but there's risk that your today's price won't cover the coins that you receive in the future. So I'm not going to be talking about Limited. I am only interested in the collectors. So what is a collector? Well, first, the collector in essence allows you to create multiple wallets that earn XEN with a C rank that are collectible in the future. So this is just like coin tools, except without all the overhead. In one nicely packaged NFT, I can mint X wallets. So VMU may be confusing to people, but ultimately VMU is a wallet. So if I put one wallet, it's one wallet. If I put 10 wallets, it's 10 wallets. If I put 100 wallets, it's 100 wallets. The max on a single NFT is 128. So whatever gas is at the moment, you will take that value and multiply it by the number of wallets that you're trying to mint. So if I do one and I try to mint and I go 441 max, it's $9.35. As you can see, gas is high right now. So if I go low, still at $9.08. So as a general rule, I probably will only use advanced and I try to bump down to like 12 GUI. I mean, that's doable, I think. And then you can see that makes it cheaper. So $6.58 for one wallet. Now, what I can tell you is that doesn't make much sense because you're not going to make much money. So if I did 10 wallets, theoretically, I would be taking that $6 and multiplying it by 10. And let's see. It's not as bad. As you can see, it's bundled. It's a little cheaper. So the takeaway, it's not completely linear, is that the more wallets you mint, the better value you're going to get. So if this is a $40 transaction, that makes $40 divided by 10. Okay, I got each wallet for about $4. So if I max this out to 128, so let's look at this again. So if I do 128 wallets, and even with gas high, oh boy, it's jumping, 539. So 539 divided by 128. It's $4.20. So it's still about this, it's still around $4. But again, I would target this, maybe use advanced and try to bump this down to a lower GUI just because it doesn't make sense. So the GUI is related to each mint, and that's the cost to do the mint. Okay, so we've covered basically now that I'm only interested in collectors and this VMU is the number of wallets that you're generating inside this NFT. So once this is generated, okay, so let's do this. We'll do a dumb one that I know I'm going to lose money on just to show and demonstrate. $9. Yeah, that's a total rip-off. But again, I'm just trying to show the NFT and what it is. So collector, and then the color of the NFT changes based on the number of wallets or VMUs that you're including in the wallet. All right, so I've minted a collector NFT. So let me reconnect. And as you can see, now this starts out low and will increase over time because more people are getting in behind you and you earn your amplification factor. So what is this saying? This is saying that I created this NFT and it has a term of 441 days. And then when this comes due, I can hit the claim Zen button and I will collect Zen. So again, collector NFTs are the ones you want to use if you don't want to burn your Zen, and that's what our focus is. Now, let's talk about profitability. So coming over here onto Zen Turbo and the Mint Monitor, we can basically kind of estimate our mints and what a single wallet will do, and then you can kind of carry that over into your NFTs, okay? So here's your GUI. So remember, the GUI is directly related to how much it's going to cost to make that mint and generate those coins. So like I said, I'm trying to keep my mints around 12 GUI, and then let's start looking at terms. 1 day term. So rewards, 50,000. Estimated gas cost, I'll have a net of negative $6. So what does that tell me? That tells me that minting for 1 day term, remember Zen is time or money, is not profitable based on the current price of Zen and the current everything, okay? So don't even think about doing a 1 day mint. A 7 day mint, okay? Still losing money. 30 day mint, still losing money. 60 day mint, making a little money. Now, remember, this is one wallet, okay? So that's saying if I do a 60-day mint with one wallet, that I'll come out on the other end with $5.13. Now, keep in mind, if you're going to sell that Zen, you have gas to sell that Zen. So this is a net zero action if you only make one wallet. So what is the takeaway from this? Number one, always mint a collector NFT greater than, actually, let me rephrase that. If you're going to mint Zen, never do it with one wallet unless you're going max time, okay? You're better off to do multiple wallets bundled together so that you can collect all the Zen at once and have a single transaction. So it's saying 60 days I'll earn $4.44. So let's say I did 10 wallets. So $4.44 a wallet. I make $44. Now, what is the risk in this? The risk is that I believe the price will be the same in 60 days. So that is the inherent risk. Okay, is you're projecting the future time. So if the Zen price would half from where it is right now, you would come out with $22. Okay. So what's the takeaway? What's the alpha from this? You want to do multiple wallets. So if I took 128 wallet VMU and multiplied it by my $4, now it's $4.10, I would make $524 on that NFT. So imagine I came over here and I minted a collector, 128 wallets, and I minted this, okay? Oh wait, term 60 days, okay? And then I minted this. That is basically going to be my profit. Oh, just jumped up to $4.79. So there is risk in this. So these lower term mints basically are risky because you don't know if your plan is to sell it. It depends if you're accumulating. Like I said, I think a big takeaway from this is a time or money factor, is that you're better off to delay gratification and take the risk because the price could plummet and you don't know if this mint is going to be profitable. Now, what you could do is you could staircase these, ladder some of these, like 60, 120, 180, 240, whatever, so that you have mints coming due. But again, that is assuming that, you think the price is going to be steady. So let's go to 120. So now I'm making $16 on a single wallet, okay? So if at 1639 times 128 wallets, I could have a $2,000 profit, okay? And then crank this up to 180, $28 profit, okay? Times 128, 3,600, okay? $3,600. But how much does that cost? So let's take that example. So we go back over here. We go VMU's 128 term. What did I say? I said 180. What's mint? Going to be expensive right now. $500. So $500, and the profit was $3,600. So you would net $3,100. Okay. Now keep in mind, as these mints continue, you're going to get less and less XEN, okay? So the earlier you make longer mints, the better your chances are to come out with the most coins and be profitable, in my opinion. So let's go to $41 a wallet, okay? $41 a wallet times 128. It's 5,000. It's not looking so bad. So 360 days, $66. Let's take this baby to the max. $83 a wallet. Okay, $83 a wallet times 128 wallets, $10,000 in 440 days. That is assuming the price doesn't change. So now let's look at this in retrospect. Let's say the price of XEN crashes by 50%. Now you've made 5,000. It crashes by 50%. Now you've made 2,500. It crashes by 50%. You make 1,250. It crashes by 50%. 600. It crashes by 50%. You're not going to be profitable. So a 440-day long mint can basically take a 4x reduction in price and still come out ahead. So that's something to keep in mind, because when you go with these shorter time periods, okay, 120 days, 1734 times 128, 2,000 minus your profit margin, your mint cost, 1,700. So divided by 2, price drops. Divided by 2, price drops. So in essence, you only could take a 2x price drop on this shorter day mint. So you can see, unless you're just trying to accumulate and you're trying to have liquid coins, that these shorter mints are at higher risk to not be profitable in the future. But a longer mint, a 440-day mint, basically gives you the most padding for this price to crash. So if it's, if it's 0.1, then it's 0.05, then it's 0.0025, and it keeps dropping. Okay, so, and I'm using the zenturbo.io, pretty slick little website, has all the information and stuff. So I want to wrap this video up by saying a couple things. Number one, the majority of the community is minting collector. They're basically making their bots. They're minting collector NFTs. They're not burning for the limited or the apex. Okay. The limited has the potential for profit. The apex more of a collection type thing. So number one, collectors, because this allows you to have multiple wallets contained in one NFT, and you can sit and stack your NFTs, and you basically, now don't forget to claim these because you might get hit just like the regular contract, so you want to monitor those. Now, as at the moment, Zen Turbo does not support reading your NFTs and the amount of Zen that you're going to get from them, so keep that in mind. So the second takeaway, shorter stakes are at higher risk of not being profitable. Okay, because some people, their goal is to extract as much value out of the system as possible. So there's always going to be sellers that are trying to extract liquidity. So keep that in mind. In the short term, this is 1 to 2 year time frame. Okay, so the shorter stakes are at the possibility of not being profitable, because you can only take price shocks as the number of the coin counts continues to go up. Now, that could be counteracted by the NFTs if it gains, a little traction. And like I said, people want to use Zen that they've minted to get the NFTs instead of just buying them. And thirdly, and lastly, don't try to fight the tokenomics. Okay, ultimately, will Zen be successful and the price will moon? Nobody knows that. But what is the number one goal of Zen? It is adoption. It is to be in as many people's wallets as possible through minting. Okay, so if you're purchasing it and trying to time it, it is of higher risk from a quote investment standpoint, because most likely, especially with these collector NFTs, the price will continue to go down in the short term. Okay, so you're trying to game the system, and it's unlikely that you're going to win because most traders lose, right? So just keep those key points in mind, and as this project unfolds, and like I said, there's people continue to build around this, and like I said, there's this new reflection token. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. I think it's an attempt to burn more Zen, obviously, because you have to burn Zen in order to mint this reflection token. So should be interesting at least. So anyways, check out Zen Turbo, and I hope you liked today's video. As always, like, subscribe. This is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.